This is a thought I have in response to a Frank Turk or cross-examine video where he asked the question, is judgment or judging the ultimate or worst sin? I think it's something like that. And I just wanted to ask you to consider that when God was just God in his dwelling place and there was nothing created yet, there was no need for judgment or the mercy that would save us from judgment. In other words, God created the need for judgment when he created us, because he created an opportunity for unjust behavior. He created people who could make the choice to be unrighteous, and we did. So in essence, I believe it was part of his character to be just and righteous and merciful, but there was no need to exercise that. Through an act of mercy that we probably can't comprehend, I like to dwell on it sometimes, but he created that. He didn't need that. He was fine. He was in need of nothing, but yet he wanted to have someone who could know him, which is the thrust of this whole channel, is that we believe God wants us to know him as a person. That's why we are so rabidly against anything that suggests God is not an individual. This is pagan. This is evil. This is destructive of your potential to have a relationship with this only one who once upon a time was the only one who was. And then he made these decisions. So now he has to exercise this judgment. He has to. He's a just God. But we can't pay the price. So he decided that it was the most just thing is for him to pay the price, for him to be punished. So his mercy is actually greater than his judgment. And he illustrated something else when he said, you judge according to the flesh, I judge no one. And then the next verse he goes on to say, but if I judge, my judgment is true because I'm not alone. The Father's with me. So he's saying that even his flesh, the flesh that he was in, was not worthy to judge anyone. The flesh does not judge. It's the Spirit of God who judges. So that's why the best thing we can do, yes, judgment is necessary, but the best judgment we can make is to judge, to trust that one. That's what he did. He trusted the Spirit to guide in all those matters. It's our flesh that judges in a poor way. Our flesh is judging other flesh, and it just doesn't work out that way. You got to trust God. You trust the one who created the opportunity for there to be injustice and unrighteousness, just so he could show us how much he loves us, so we might want to get to know him. Do you see that? Isn't that amazing?